What are you thinking about right now, Joe? Let's go through. Oh no, that's gonna take about an hour and a half.
No, don't ask that. I've still got a little bit of nail varnish on my thumb, which my daughter put on.
Never had to do that. I've never had the practice nail varnish on Dad or anything like that.
No,
it's been sort of. I've had the opposite, where it's like when you have boys, you basically create these little lads, these little mates of yours, right?
Yeah.
So it is literally things like quick, like before Mum comes, before Mum turns up.
Yeah.
Let's practice some wrestling moves.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking like getting them in headlocks and stuff. And
that's good.
Throwing them around the bedroom and all kinds of things.
When I was young with my cousins, one of my favourite things was literally like fights. Like it was always right on the edge of somebody getting hurt.
Yeah.
And frankly, in the end, somebody would get hurt.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be me. It'd be one of my younger brothers. So it was fine. But
there
is a kind of euphoria.
That's the same. Like, because I've got two boys. They're similar age.
Yeah.
The pair of them. They turned up quite quickly.
Yeah.
And it is like we we'll be like WWF. Like, on mine and Claire's bed.
Yeah.
And then one of them will get hurt. I'll be like, all right, shh. All right, listen. When Mum comes, you got to tell her that we weren't
wrestling.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
we're all going to get in trouble. Okay, boys.
Yeah. I used to watch WWF. I had a friend in my village. We didn't have. It must have been Sky, I suppose, and he didn't have Sky either. But his granddad would video it, and my mate would have the videos, and there'd be WWF, and I just used to think it was wonderful.
Really,
I just thought it was so entertaining. It was so like.
I couldn't get into it even when I was a kid. Because I do, and I'm not like.
When I was a child, I remember thinking it's interesting that this is a thing that men consume a lot.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of the focus is on like male bodies.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
they're all oiled up.
So
and stuff.
homoerotic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's genuinely.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not slagging off. I'm not one of those guys like it's all fake. By the way, because I know that's not the point. I know that's not the point of it.
No.
I appreciate that it's essentially a soap opera.
Yes, exactly.
And loads of people are into soap operas, and there are loads of reasons why people are into that.
And loads of people are into reality TV.
Yeah, and all that.
You don't need to go around to them being like, oh, they're not really. You're like, well, we know that. We know, like it.
But
it's
a form
of play.
I never turned my nose up at it. The only thing I couldn't understand was like in EastEnders they'll be in the Vic or they'll be in the cafe or they'll be having a private conversation in someone's living room or something like that. Whereas all this happened in a ring in front of
yeah.
And they'd be like, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Me and you team up.
Yeah.
And don't tell the other guy. And we'll be able to win. And I'll be like, well, surely he's watching this as well. Like, and also, you're on a microphone. So you might be able to hear it backstage or something.
At least go off mic.
Yeah.
Turn the mic off.
That was, even when I was like a 10-year-old boy, I was like, I'm not buying this. I just don't.
Yes.
I hate that it's called WWE now as well.
Yeah.
That WWF sign, the one with the blue sort of metallic writing. Like I say, even though I wasn't into it, it does sort of evoke memories.
I always
of being
thought
a
it was
child
strange that it had the same initials as the Worldwide Fund for Nature.
That's the problem. So they said you can't keep calling it WWF. They said, the logo with the little panda on it.
Was it when Kung Fu Panda came out? Because were they like, there's no crossover, and they were like, well, there is now because of Kung Fu Panda?
No. Oh, is that what it was? I don't know. Anyway,
not necessarily, but I just thought because presumably the wrestlers were like, look, we're not getting into the animals game. You guys presumably aren't going to get into the wrestling game, and they were like, fine. But then Kung Fu Panda, like, we are now in the wrestling game because of our fighting panda. I don't think it is.
No, that does make sense. That does feel like some sort of legal loophole that a lawyer.
But you're right that it's
that would get paid to make up that kind of shit.
Yeah, it is.
I say
I
fair,
know. I know.
I
what
say
you-
fair play to lawyers because you've got to go through loads of school and all that sort of stuff, and it is just fucking nonsense. Like whenever you see like, no, I'm not talking about criminal lawyers, by the way. That's genuinely important, isn't it? But I mean like when you do go, well, the only people making money out of this situation is all those lawyers. They're laughing all the way to the bank,
Yeah,
and it's costing everyone else a load of money just to sort of clear their name or whatever.
I think.
But I also say fair play to them because they're smart. I'd do it if I could, but I can't.
I think that my issue with trials is that nobody's really trying to work out. None of the professionals are trying to work out what happened. There's one professional whose job is to say this person is an angel, and there's another professional whose job is to say this person is a devil. And then the jury are supposed to come up with a balanced view in between the two. And I know this is ridiculous, but I feel like I'd rather if both the people were just trying to work out what happened rather than, because clearly this is wrong and this is wrong. So it's like, we're going to tell you two stories. Both of them are clearly wrong. And then you tell us what the true story is based on two basically quite unhelpful wrrong stories.
But well, I mean, I've got a
like-
slightly different point of view of that because of the woman that I'm married to, and I am literally friends with someone that was on death row for 18 years.
Bloody hell.
For something that he didn't ever do.
Mm.
And so I can understand the importance of having someone going like, listen, we don't know what happened.
Oh God, I'm completely.
All we know
absolutely,
is
I'm
that
not saying that.
this bloke didn't do it. Like I don't.
Yeah,
like,
and
whatever
also-
happened, that's up to you. But we know. But I'm here to tell you that this bloke didn't do it.
Yeah. And presumably in that case, this person, the lawyer really believed that the person hadn't done it, and therefore them saying this person didn't do it was literally them trying to say the truth.
This is how bizarre especially the US procedure is, justice, whatever you want to call it, is that this guy, once there was like overwhelming evidence that he didn't, it was like a triple murder, like 3 kids or something like that. Once it was like, oh, it's looking very like he didn't do it at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
And throughout those 18 years, he was obviously he actually got like a load of celebrities were really interested in his story, like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and Peter Jackson did a whole documentary on it's called West of Memphis. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I think
and it's really, really interesting. And it's clear that he didn't kill some children.
Yeah.
He was only guilty of like listening to Metallica and wearing a leather jacket. That was what he was guilty of, basically.
Sometimes you seem, in American trials, this is only based on me watching television, but you seem to run up against what is an incredibly conservative kind of cultural palette.
It was
almost,
very sort of Bible Belt sort of Deep South mentality.
But they really do think that
and
if
someone needed
to,
to be blamed because it was like absolutely destroyed this community. This thing could happen. It was very clearly not this guy and his friends that did it. And but the really sad thing about it is that the state just went right, because it was about to come to trial again.
Yeah,
because of all this new evidence that had come out that really just exonerated the bloke. Like it was just clearly not him.
Yeah.
And so the state was like, shit. Tell you what, right? And also his execution date was coming up. So they had him by the balls on that.
I can't believe he was genuinely going to be executed.
He was on death row. His execution date was coming up. They didn't, because all these things take years. Years and years. So they were like, tell you what, if you say you did it, we'll let you go. So that the state can
It'd stick in the core a bit, wouldn't it? If you hadn't done it.
The state can go, case closed. Yeah. We did our job. You also can't sue us for wrongful, like all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And you're free to go. But anyone on the outside would be like, if you think he did it, then why don't you just go? Yeah. Like, no, we'll go to trial again.
Yeah.
The state were like, tell you what, right? Because we're going to get in a lot of trouble for this.
Yeah.
If you just say you did it, just tell them.
Yeah. So the state are saying to their people, we're going to let a murderer go. That's their story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird that, isn't it?
Oh, it's fucked, man. It's absolutely fucked. And also the Jinx as well. That's a great documentary. That just showed me that if you live in America and you've got enough money, you can do whatever you want.
If you've got enough money, everything is just shopping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you buying?
I'm
buying Getting Off of Murder.
Yeah. If you're wealthy and powerful enough to get the best lawyers and things like that, you can just you can get away with murder a few times.
I know. Yeah.
Before you then do a documentary and accidentally leave your microphone on while you go to the toilet.
I know. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, you can't say they tried to let him off. Yeah. They really did try. They were like, "Oh, stop saying it." Oh God.
So yeah, there's some recommendations for you. West of Memphis is a really good documentary, and The Jinx, which I think is on HBO. Which will be on Sky Atlantic in our country, I think.
Yeah, maybe Now TV as well.
Now TV, yeah. Have you seen The Jinx?
I have not.
You'd love it, Lily May. You'd be well into it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid.
I
think it is so stupid.
Okay,
I think
noted.
Even me just saying that bit then, like, I feel like that's just going to get people to go, well, I want to watch this now. It's not like giving away anything at all whatsoever.
Joe and James, Joe and James, Joe and James. Joe and James, Fact Up!
Right, podcast time. Welcome to Joe and James Fact Up, where each week, don't take a big swig just before you do something that you're supposed to read. Each week we will bring one another a fact that we deem interesting. Our policy is the more interesting, the more true it is. We'll also dig into weird things that you'd like to think are true, but don't want to research in a segment we're calling Fact Check. If you want to send us facts or something that you might think, make us confused,
or just
that sort of thing,
yeah,
something that would interest us,
just something that will just trigger anything at all, really.
Yeah, we need it.
Or some themes for facts.
Themes for facts.
Themes for facts.
Can you two boys come up with a fact about this? That'd be great. Our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp is 07822 034 330. And you can follow us on socials at Joe and James Pod. And you can watch all our full episodes on YouTube. Just search for Joe and James Fact Up. Now, let's get Fact Up. How are you doing, JT?
I'm all right. Yeah.
I've asked you. This is the third time today.
We've kind of. Yeah, I'm. Remember when we did those two podcasts just now?
Yeah. Sort of.
No, not really. No, we couldn't recall whether we'd said yes or no to the fact check.
Yeah.
On something that happened that day.
No, it was the blowing the smoke up the arse, which turned out to be fact. We were wrong. We said that's not fact.
Yeah, it's
turned out to be completely fact.
We can be wrong. Even the greats make mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with saying I made a mistake.
Nothing wrong at all.
I think we're all too scared. I'd love a politician to just go, yeah, we fucked up on that one.
I know.
Like, I would just trust them more.
I know.
Instead of spinning it to be like when you get Paxman going, answer the question.
Yeah.
I want them to just go, well, I mean, you're asking me a question. I can't. I'll be honest with you, mate. I can't give you the answer.
Sometimes they're going, so you can't guarantee that it's going to be okay. But can you give the people that guarantee? Or they just want to guarantee that it's going to be okay. Yeah. And you're like, that's really unreasonable.
Yeah.
Why are you doing? You're deliberately asking. I think there's a certain type of journalist who thinks that they think that the apogee of journalism is being the person who's going, I must ask again the same question. By the way, no one's impressed by that anymore. It's not. They deliberately get themselves into situations where they end up asking the same question, and you're like, yeah, I know you think that's the tops. That's top journalism.
I think it's on the Knowing Me, Knowing You radio show where Partridge has a politician on about bus fare in Norwich or something.
Yeah,
and he's like, well, you said that the bus fare wouldn't go up, whereas in fact it has gone up. And she's like, well, we're taking into account inflation and so it's so has it gone up? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no, Mayor? It's a simple question. Has bus fares gone up? And then she goes, well, yes, I suppose it has gone up. Right, well, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was me, Alan Partridge, making a politician admit to something that they change something that they previously said wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. It is that.
We need to be able to just sort of give each other a break a bit more.
I know, and also if we want better people in politics,
yeah,
don't make being a politician such a fucking hell on earth job.
We spoke about this years ago, me and you.
But like
when we both came to the conclusion that anyone that's actually half decent, like doesn't naturally have the ingredients that they need to get into a position, because you need to be able to backstab and walk over some dead bodies and things like that.
You also need to be able to operate without any sense of shame.
Sort of,
I think.
yeah, psychopathic almost.
Yeah, like any decent person has shame.
Yeah.
So that's then identified by the press as a weakness.
Yeah.
And then is used to drive you out.
Yeah.
Drive who out? All the decent people.
Yeah.
Well done, press.
We need to do in politics to make it a bit sexier is move out of Downing Street.
Okay.
Like, because you look at the White House and it's a great big fucking building there.
A bit less of it now, isn't it? It's knocked part of it down.
Yeah, but you're like, that's
it's the rest is facts today, isn't it?
That's
yeah.
That's iconic. That's iconic and all that. Like the White House. Like you look at
it
that.
It is iconic. Yeah.
Right.
I've never even seen Downing Street. I don't know where it is. It's up some little alley.
You can't look at it. You can stand outside the street that it's on.
I can't get near it. They won't let me get near it. Every day I try and get over those gates.
It's just a terrace house, isn't it?
A terraced house. Yeah, it's a terraced house in London.
Also, here's a little
expensive though. Good location.
Just getting back to it's prime location.
Prime location.
It's right. You're walking distance between
it's the Prime Minister location.
Westminster.
Prime Minister location. Exactly. Yeah.
You got
you got Buzzy Soho seconds away.
Yeah. Oh, you got St James's Park. You could walk to there every day.
Yeah.
It is good. Yeah. It is location.
It is, isn't it?
I wonder how much it would be cost to buy Downing Street, 10 Downing Street.
I think £10 million.
Do you know there's not a key to 10 Downing Street?
I think I'd possibly
just bringing it back to
and there's no you can't
go on.
There's something about the door.
Go on.
It's probably what you just said, but I think it was something else.
There's no key. There's no key to get in. There's always a security guard.
There's no door handle or something. Is it that?
They have to let you in and out.
Yeah.
Someone lets you in and out. So even if you lived there, you couldn't just pop out to the co-op or something.
No. You can't leave the key under the mat, can you?
Nah.
If you're the Prime Minister, you just pop it under there.
Yeah.
No one's going to know. Just leave it there for like I don't know.
I think we would do that in this country.
We would do, yeah. I'd respect that.
I feel like burglars would get into
Downing Street.
Downing Street and be like, oh, I left the fucking key. And then someone found it. It was one of those rocks. It looks like a rock, but it's just a bit of plastic. And there's a thing under it.
But it looks loads like a rock.
Yeah, it does. Like,
yeah, I really didn't think.
But no, there's no key. You can't. The Prime Minister doesn't have the keys to his own house.
Ain't that a metaphor?
There you go. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell, we're stirring up some shit in this. Ooh. This is all going to get clipped up. And...
Wouldn't like to be the Prime Minister right now.
Yeah, he's just got
smoked him.
He's going to start feeling the heat.
He's been roasted.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you're doing okay though, Jed?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. I'm fine. Right.
Why do you never ask me how I'm doing?
I don't know. You just asked me. Well, I think we know why. It's because I think people assume that I'm the one who's more likely to be.
You're on the edge there.
Yeah, on the edge.
Bless
yeah.
You. Anyway, you've been sending some real fact up stuff for us. We've got. Oh, it's anonymous. Well,
right.
This is going to be good. If it's from someone that won't even put their names or something.
Yeah. Well, I've already scanned this, and I can tell that this is. I can see why this is anonymous.
Right. Because some of the weird shit that we get sent to us and they put their name to it. So if you're not even going to give us your name.
I also don't know what prompted this either.
No, this has just been sent in.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I've seen the words shit and poo. Just scanning it there.
Okay.
So this is right in our wheelhouse. What do you want? Do you want to read it, Joe, or shall I read it? Or I'm happy to read it.
All right, you read it.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
Good evening, Joe and James.
Good evening.
I have a fact about me. This is from Anonymous. I have to travel 90 miles to work every other day. So before I set off in the car, I make sure to have been to the toilet. Brackets, take a shit.
Right. Thanks.
One particular morning, I thought I would be safe to not go. I think he means to have a shit.
Not going to work.
I know, that's what I thought. I was wrong, very wrong. It took me 30 minutes to figure out I should have gone for a morning poo, but I still thought I could hold it in. 30 more minutes passed, and I'm on the edge of my driving seat, grabbing the steering wheel for dear life, thinking, how am I going to clean my seats after I've shit all over them? And what I'm going to be able to wear for work, and what people are going to think of me. I managed to get through the work gates, yes, but as soon as I pull up to the front door at work, I open the car door and my arse gives in. I shit the fattest poo. The fattest poo. This is so childish. It doesn't take a lot.
Oh dear.
I shit the fattest poo all in my pants and down my leg. I run through work, trailing shit along the floor. As I go into the shower.
There's a shower at work.
That's good. Well, you got to. I would say this, right? If you are a head of industry, or you own a place of employment,
If you're
or something
head of
like
industry.
that,
I love this head of industries. Workers are coming in just with like shit.
just
all day.
make sure you've got a shower for your
for
your
when your workers
workers.
shit themselves.
Yeah. I always now drive a spare pair of clothes in the car, just in case of another shit show drive. I can relate to that. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was like for the first few years that I was with Claire, I'd be constantly like coming back from London on the train. I'd be on the phone to her, just going, this is it. This is going to happen. Like, I need a shit so bad. This is when it's going to happen now. I'm going to shit myself. And it got to a point where Claire would pack a little bag for me and put some pants in it for me whenever I would leave the house to go to London.
Yeah.
That's love. That's beautiful.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that. Thanks, Claire. She doesn't listen to this. I know for a fact she doesn't.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. I don't know what we're supposed to take from that.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's a fact. I mean,
It's a good message.
I don't understand how he went from thinking he didn't need a shit at all to...
I don't know what it is about me, but I can go from 0 to 60 really quickly.
Yeah.
I can be like, oh, I don't need a shit, to I'm going to shit myself like any second now. Like really, really quickly.
Yeah.
My body doesn't give me a heads up. Sometimes it does, to be fair. Sometimes it's like, sometimes I can feel my body and I'm like, I've got 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes,
45.
because sometimes I get
Nice.
quite bored on the toilet. Sometimes I go, like, I need a shit, and I go to the toilet and I'm there for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And I've sort of learned that when that feeling kicks in, it's like, oh, I need a shit. And then I sort of go, well, it's like labour. I just mean how they say, like, don't come in straight away as soon as you're having contractions. Like, wait until it's like,
Okay.
they're this
So you'll get to the
amount
toilet
apart.
45 minutes early.
That's what I've been doing for a long time in my life. So now I've sort of learned, no, I don't need to go in just yet.
Yeah.
I can, hold off, sit in the bath or whatever.
Sure. Well, listen to some classical music.
Yeah,
and...
just sort of.
Yeah. Yeah. Centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
lean up against a wall for a little bit and just breathe. And I know, but then sometimes my body's like, oh, sorry, mate, we dropped the ball on this one. You're going to have to go right this second.
Yeah.
And I'll be at a function or something like that. I mean, I do carry wet wipes with me wherever I go.
At a function.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's a function? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like an event.
Some sort of
Like a charity ball or something.
some sort of gala.
some sort of gala. The Met Ball.
I'd love
In he
that.
comes. What are those? Oh, just these wet wipes. That's fine.
But I do. The only times that I've shit myself in recent history
Yeah.
is because I thought it was a fart,
Okay.
and I don't want to sort of quote the In-Betweeners, but
I thought it was a fart, sir.
I thought it was safe.
I thought it was safe.
Yeah, that's the only times I've shit myself. Like it's I've never done like a turd. I like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I've never
Yeah.
laid a brick
Yeah.
in my pants or something like that.
Well,
It's always been.
congratulations.
It's always.
Are you still going for the New Year's honours, or you
I've had,
just?
I've had this conversation with Claire. I've been like, we've been together for like 15, 16 years now. I've maybe shit myself 4 times.
Yeah,
while we've
and
been together.
so she feels she's a lucky
And
lady.
I'm always
basically.
like, why do you hold this sort of like holier than thou moral ground over me? Because I've shit myself a couple of times while
Yeah.
we've been together.
Yeah. No, it is. She's a real
Like that's once every like couple of years,
No, she's
every
been
3
far too-
years or so.
she's been far too pious, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I haven't shit myself once. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's great for you up in that fucking tower.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Why don't you come down here with us normal folk that
Exactly.
shit ourselves every once in a while?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, there's this donut box. Yeah.
What's that?
I've spoke about this is out on the
All right.
internet. I've spoke about this on other podcasts as well. I did. I had to take a shit in a donut box once. That's it. You can look that up. Just type in Google James Buckley donut box, and everything you need to know will be there. Right, Joe.
Okay.
Right, I've got a fact for you. It is Valentine's. What's the
This
date?
week. So today is the 10th.
Right.
Valentine's is the 14th. So it's this week. It's coming up.
So my fact for you, Joe. Valentine's Day was linked to a pagan sex festival, and the church panic rebranded it. Before Valentine's Day was about love, it was closely tied to an ancient Roman festival called Lupercalia, a fertility celebration held in mid-February. Young men ran naked through Rome.
Keep talking.
The early Christian church hated it, obviously.
Yes.
So they sort of hijacked it.
Yeah, and they
They
made
did-
it more.
They did what they did best. They rebranded it.
Yeah.
But I like that it was pagan. It was a pagan ritual. Is pagan just code for anything
Pre-Christian.
pre-Judo?
Judeo-Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think more normally just pre-Christian as well.
What,
But yeah, I think it's
What's the? There is a what I suppose would be classed as pagan. It's still practicing Zoroastrianism.
Yeah.
It's the longest still practicing religion.
Yeah, it is.
Is that right, Lily May? Queen Lily May? Oldest practicing
And
religion.
here we go. Because we have Hinduism that comes into
Hinduism's very old.
it.
And then you got Buddhism that came after that.
Yeah.
That was an offshoot of Hinduism.
Let's have a look at this for you.
Could just look up Zoroastrianism.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I was just trying to find a good spelling for it.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it is still practiced today, but
Yeah.
it's small and shrinking with a population under 100,000.
Small and shrinking.
That's me.
That's a shame.
That's me, baby. I'm the Zoroastrianism of men. Basically, Valentine's was hijacked by a Christian. It was a Christian attempt to sort of put a nice hat on what was
Yeah.
basically a big old fucking orgy in Rome.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Did have it off a lot in Rome, didn't they? They were very liberal. They were super liberal. And it didn't matter. You could
Well, they were certainly liberal in.
just everyone getting involved, men, women, didn't matter. All
It
that
probably
sort
had
of stuff.
Yeah, I get prayed a lot with what your sort of status was within the.
How comes we're so sort of repressed and stuff? Like, because it is weird. Like, I think, was it like like it was up until the 60s where it was illegal to be gay or something?
Yeah.
Mental. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, you go back a few thousand years, you had like fucking the emperor and stuff. Just
Yeah, I think it was homosexuality was sort of it had an ambiguous relationship, like, to polite society, where it was like it wasn't quite cut and dried. It was
Yeah.
it was almost as though there was a kind of
It just
there was a dialing up of intolerance towards it at the end of the Victorian era.
yeah. Ironically, what like up until sort of recently, what was considered natural, the Romans were like, yeah, this is all really natural.
Yeah. I can't quite.
This is all,
I simply don't.
We're into what we're in. Fucking,
simply
we're having a
don't
laugh.
understand the idea
we're
of-
enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, the idea that you make a physical act between consenting adults illegal seems completely bonkers. I don't even know what that. I do. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like trying to make a sneeze illegal or something. Like
Yeah.
what? Genuinely, what are you on? Like, what are you on? It's ridiculous. I mean, it's I genuinely, I don't understand it.
So that's my fact for you.
Well done. Well, I didn't. Yeah, unbelievable.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, just a big old sex festival. It is time for fact check. We'll be reading a fact or question that you'd like us to get to the bottom of. Then we're going to have a good old think during the break there, and we'll come back and let you know if it feels true to us.
Yep.
This week's fact checked comes from Tia, who's asked us: is it true that 50% of people have an inner voice and monologue, and the other have no inner voice, and that's just silent? Oh no, this has freaked me out. Let's go for a little break. And then we'll get then we'll get to the bottom of this. Right, welcome back to Joe and James Fact Up. Just before the break there, we were fact checking on behalf of Tia, who's asked us, is it true that 50% of people have an inner voice and monologue and the other have no inner voice and is just silent? Right, this is like I do. I have sentences in my brain. It's not conceptual. I have conversations in my brain. I'm like, I talk through the sentences in real time. It happened to me on stage where I
Wow.
forgot my line, and I didn't even forget my line. Like, you can forgive like someone not coming in with their line off the back of someone else's line.
Yeah.
I was halfway through a monologue that I'd been doing for ages and ages and ages, and then I was just like, stopped talking. I was just like, oh no. Oh no, I've forgotten the rest of all this stuff. Like, I'd already like
And your monologue is something like James comes onto the stage and begins to do the play as he did last night, and
an actual monologue. It was like a whole set. It wasn't me interacting with someone. It was like 3 or 4 pages of me just talking, driving the scene.
I see. Sorry. I understand. Yeah.
I wasn't just coming back to
I
someone's
see.
line.
And you just forgot your line.
And
Okay.
but I'd started
see.
my line. I was like 3 minutes into
and it just dried up.
and then I was just like, oh no,
yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I've been doing this for ages now. So I know what I'm trying to say. Just fucking riff it a little bit.
Yeah.
You're fine. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
You know what you're trying to do. And I was like, right. So what am I trying to do? And I was like, I can't remember. And then I was like, well, you got to say something now. Just say anything.
Yeah.
Just say some words. And I looked into my brain,
Yes.
and it was
Yeah.
just black. It was just it was just a dark emptiness.
Yes.
And I couldn't think of any words at all whatsoever. And I was like, oh shit. And then someone else in the cast who was really great was like, prompted me a bit
That's good.
and helped me on my way there. And we came off stage and I was like, oh, that was a disaster, wasn't it? And they're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I was like, what? I was like, I felt like I was on stage for about an hour, just not
Yeah.
saying anything. They were like, I think it was about 6 seconds.
That is extraordinary.
But I was just like, I just wanted to disappear. I just wanted the ground to swallow me up and to just disappear. But in all the time that I was saying to you what I was just saying there,
Yeah.
come on, you know what you're saying. Just think of something. Think of some words.
Yeah.
I was saying all those sentences in my head.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation in real time in my head, and that's why it felt like it was taking forever for me to sort of think
Yeah,
of
it's hard
something.
to know how long things take when we have those imagined dialogues.
I'm constantly in my
You know,
head.
when you suddenly, sometimes I can, if there's a song I know really well, I can kind of go, and I can get to the end of it. Like, sometimes I'm humming a song in my head,
but you,
and my brain tries to skip ahead. Like, no, hang on, we're not, no. We haven't reached the chorus yet. Don't start doing the chorus already in my head. I think you can.
But
it can be hard to know how long
I'll eat something
things are
and my
taking.
brain will go, "Oh, that tastes nice."
Will it? Yeah.
I won't just have a feeling. I won't just have a sort of feeling that you can't put words to. All of my feelings are a conversation with my head. So I definitely have an inner monologue. I do have a voice in my head.
What I have in my head is a rule book, and I add a new rule to it every time I hear a rule. Any rule I hear, I'm like, okay.
Put that in.
And eventually, I try and make it so all the rules can be combined together
You can get to your
into
head
one
straight
kind of
away,
grand theory.
I remember years ago you describing your brain to me as a computer that sometimes you need to format.
Yeah, that's right. You
And,
have to go in and kind of. I'll be like, oh, I need to debug a line of code,
Yeah.
and I'll go in and be like, oh, it's that. Okay, so that should be outside the
And then-
brackets, but actually it's in the brackets.
And then sometimes when you need to get to a thought, you go to this PC, C drive, program files.
Yeah.
Like that's how I get to a thought, a memory or something sometimes.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
are you telling me that?
No, I think it is. And I get very upset if two rules seem to contradict each other.
Right.
Like, well, what the fuck am I
Which
supposed
is,
to do?
that's it. Yeah.
Because it's like, well,
Gonna have to reformat, restore to factory settings, start again,
you have to kind of.
restore from iCloud backup from a few days ago.
Yeah, or it's more like you just have to kind of sort of step back, basically,
Right.
And try and I don't know.
That's fine. Just leave with that. Just finish with that. I don't know.
No, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think what it is. So, I know what people mean by an inner monologue, but mine isn't exactly an inner monologue. It's more like a kind of constant process of checking for like errors,
Right.
to see whether the different templates I've got of the world can actually be laid on top of each other,
Or whether they conflict.
or whether they conflict, or
Right.
they conflict. Yeah,
Yeah.
whether they contradict each other. And
Well, I think I think just between me and Joe talking right now is that we
both have
we've-
inner
we-
monologues.
Oh, we
I would
do.
say.
Because you said you didn't. I feel
It's
like your
it's
inner
an inner,
monologue
it's
is
an
like
inner,
a,
it's an inner something. I mean, I don't know what it's.
Is your mind like Peep Show? That's
Yeah.
an inner monologue.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Mine is-
Peep Show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine isn't.
So you
Yeah.
haven't got an inner monologue then.
So there we go. We've got 50% of us.
So it's true.
Just say it right now, between me and you. I'm
It
gonna go.
really isn't Peep Show.
I'm
It's
gonna.
like it's
No,
when
mine
it's
is.
Peep Show. That's when something's going wrong. Like I'm basically trying to keep it quiet.
Like
But I
in
don't want
my
it to start
my
'cause I was
head,
talking.
my head does go like I'll be sitting there in silence, and my head does go, "Oh no, that's no good." Like,
Yeah.
oh, this-
Heckling yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
constantly. My brain hates me. That's what I was saying. Like I can't be alone with my mind. I can't. Like I've got to have something on the TV to fall asleep to. Like all my brain does is like, oh, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, mate. Do you remember when you did that 15 years ago? Because I remember. And I go, well, thanks, brain. Cheers for that.
I don't think our brains are very good at the kind of middle of the road life stuff. I think they're quite good at like zero stress, or they're quite good at like panic.
Yeah.
Like something that's been said about me, this isn't a joke, is that I'm good in a crisis.
Yeah.
Like when it's actually
Yeah,
just terrible.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
I'm like, oh, that's fine then.
When the shit hits the fan, I'm like, I turn into like some kind of fucking military operation where I'm like, right,
Yeah.
this is what's happening. These are our options now. We can do this, this, or this. This one might cause a problem further down the road, but it will get us through this bit, and we can worry about that bit. That's like I'm really good at rationalizing that sort of stuff. However, if the delivery driver's forgotten to bring my chips with my food, I'm like, well, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's all over.
But I think also,
I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to get over this.
but I also think one of the nice things about a crisis is it's a very, very good sorter of things into stuff that doesn't matter and stuff that does matter.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the huge frustrations of life is not being able to work out whether I should try and deal with something or whether I should accept it.
Mm.
And there's that famous, I believe it's called the Serenity Prayer, which is like
Serenity
the serenity
now.
to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's always the thing where it's like,
that's the
well,
alcoholics.
that's the big,
That's
it's the AA,
Alcoholics
it's the
Anonymous
AA
thing, yeah,
prayer.
yeah.
I don't quite know why it is the AA prayer, but because I mean, I don't know why
You
AA
do.
specifically, but
That's
like
the thing about the AA or any kind of
the AA. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, should I leave that
they're
flat
always
tire or
they're always so
should
drunk.
I know.
They're all so drunk when they
I
turn
know.
up.
You got to call the right one. Haven't
Yeah.
you? That's really the problem, because they're like, we really can't help you with that. That's very, and you're like, yeah, but I think it started here.
But I
And
think
they're like, yeah, no, but do you need
I think for a lot of
have you checked
people,
the oil?
I think for a lot of people that it could be counterintuitive too, because when you join the AA, join the AA. You sign up for the AA, you
Yeah.
get your little
Yeah.
yellow card.
Yeah, yeah,
No, but like from what I know about it is giving yourself over to a higher
yes,
being or whatever, right?
yes.
So it's basically like, we're not telling you what religion it is, but you got to get into religion, boy.
I think that's
And,
exactly right. I mean, well, you have to get into. It's interesting to me how big a part religion plays in sport, because I think it's a way of dealing with situations where you think, this can't be on me.
Yeah.
Like if we win this or not, that can't be on me. That's
Yeah.
a nightmare.
I think
I need to make it that it's on someone else.
I think it's more. I think there's more into just understanding that there is such that you're in control of such a tiny percentage of this whole universe.
Yeah.
The rest of it is out of your control.
Yeah.
You cannot control other people. You cannot if you could in your head you could be doing everything correctly, living a good life, not being mean or unkind or stealing or anything like that, and still bad things can happen to you. Because a lot of it's out of your control, and and that's what you need to be able to. I think that's maybe what AA and things like that are trying to tap into, is the fact that you're out of control of something.
Yeah.
But I would argue you are in control of it. The one thing you are in control of is just yourself.
Yeah.
So you just go, well, today I won't do that. I'm going to try
Yeah.
really hard not to do that.
Yeah.
I know it's easy. I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I would think that there's more self-worth, especially if you're an addict to anything.
Yeah.
There's more self-worth in getting through a day without doing that thing that's bad for you, that you're addicted to, instead of like thanking something else or giving yourself over to something else, to be able to go, I did that, I got through today, and I'm going to try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you will get pride and all that stuff back that you maybe have lost from doing whatever it is that you're doing. I think it's a bit of a cop out to make people.
I'm not absolutely convinced by the idea that you say, oh well, like just because you have relinquished control over a load of stuff, it doesn't follow that something or somebody else must therefore be in control of that stuff. I mean, I think that I kind of think that what you need to do is you need to, I always think it's a bit like the Russian army when they were retreating, where they'd just be like, oh, fuck it, we don't need it. just keep retreating. So like, if something is like, if something's causing you a problem, you just got to be like, I just need to live without the certainty that that's going to be okay then. And you just need to, I think it's, you just, and then
just
if there's...
retreat, scorch the earth as you go.
It doesn't, I mean, because I think it's, it's not, but I think to me it is that sense of like, I heard a Buddhist person talk about it as abandonment the other day, and it's like, it is that. It's like, if there's something you think might go right or might not go wrong, you just go, well, I just have to leave that then. That just has to be something upon which my self-worth is not predicated. And you can basically keep doing that until there's a moment where you're like, well, I have to do that. And then when you're acting, it's like, well, and in a sense, consequences be damned. Like and I will not attempt to have any control over the consequences. I can't control.
But you do
consequences.
have control over a tiny bit tiny bit.
You kind of have
And that
control
can-
over what you do.
And
basically.
and when you do take control of that, I feel like it's like you should give yourself some credit.
I agree with that. And as I say, I'm
don't know
I'm not a huge fan of the sense that there's somebody else. I really don't like it when sports people say God did this. I'm like, oh, fuck off! Like, it's just, course, you're an idiot. Like, don't have this as a convenient ideology because it allows you to relinquish your sense of responsibility. If you don't, it's better to say, I can't control it.
Yeah.
It doesn't therefore follow that someone else is controlling it.
Well, it's like when at the Oscars and stuff, and they always thank God, and I just sort of think, like, I'm not super into God or anything, but I do.
God doesn't give a shit who wins
exactly.
the Oscar.
So from what I do know about
I mean,
God,
for heaven's sake,
I feel like he's probably busy. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not going to make sure you
and also
get your
think
Oscar.
it's incredibly arrogant to think that God has interceded in your personal life story.
Yeah. So
It's unbelievable.
God's a pal of mine. He sorted out the Oscars.
It's ridiculous.
For me.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate name drop, isn't it? It's just like, come on. It's the ultimate humble brag, actually. I think that's what it is. It appears to say, I'm just a small person. But then in the same breath, you're going, and just so you know, the most important person of all is deeply interested in my story.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Anyway, so Tia wants to, is it true? 50% of people have an inner voice and a monologue.
Well, based
and
on us.
and the other is more conceptual and just a feeling or whatever. I'm going to go, yeah. I'm going to go, that's true.
Yep. So
That's fact.
You're saying that's fact?
Yeah.
Great. I have done a little bit of research and Psychology Today. So I've looked today for this.
Okay. Queen's consent. Here we go.
Yeah.
About 30 to 50% of people regularly think to themselves with internal monologues.
Yeah.
So I would say that is true. It's not exactly true. It's not exactly 50%, but it's roughly about there.
Yeah. And it's not, if you haven't got one, it's not just silent. It's more like that there's a big sensor going beep, beep, beep. And then I have to go and be like, oh, what's happened? What is it? So they said that and they said that. All right, well, maybe they both sort of meant the same thing, but in a way. And I'll come up with something. Is that all right? And then I don't have an inner monologue. I definitely have an inner child. I have an inner child that needs to know that everything's okay.
I have a friend who sees images in their brain, so that's how they think.
Yeah, I do.
It's all through images. Yeah. But they don't have an internal monologue.
It's so fascinating.
That was, I listened to that straight away, Tia, that you wrote to us, and I did think that was fact. So I do think that classes is So Fact It Hurts.
Do you think it warrants
And we've got
a jingle?
we've got a new So Fact It Hurts jingle.
From Simply Stimpy, I believe, is who we're crediting for this. And this is a So Fact It Hurts new jingle.
So fact it hurts!
Wow. No, that was good. That was quite sort of new metal.
Yes, screamo.
Yeah.
Quite like that.
Quite.
Who's that from?
Simply Stimpy?
I don't know.
Simply Stimpy.
I don't know what they want from me.
I liked it. I got the references. I got the vote. I got the screaming and the.
It feels very similar to the last one. That we
I guess it was sort of a build on
Yeah.
on that.
And that it's a very new metal sound. It was a very new metal palette.
Sort of Korn.
And quite Korn. Yeah. I appreciated it. I liked
All
it.
right. Well, thanks for that.
And it took me startled me. My God.
That's fucking unnecessary. Joe, have you got a little fact for me?
Yeah. I have.
What are we talking about? Valentine's Day.
Day.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Right. I've actually got two. Which one am I gonna?
We'll do both.
All right. So the first one is that Saint Valentine himself was, I think, there's seems to be more than one Valentine, but a Christian an early Christian in the Roman Empire, who continued to minister to, I think maybe to soldiers, I think,
Right.
and was martyred for being a Christian basically. And the Romans, I mean, it's weird because the dates seem to be. I thought. I don't know.
Go on,
Listen, I'm a historian.
What do
When
you
did
need to know?
Constantine come along? When did the Roman Empire become
Constantine.
Christian?
About 300s.
Okay, so I think it was probably just before in the century before that.
Right.
This guy's going around. So Christianity exists.
It was sort of not. It was sort of when the shit hit the fan a little bit.
I think it was a bit. Yeah.
It was when the Roman Empire was sort of starting to collapse a bit.
Yeah.
In fact, I said 300 there as if I knew what I was talking about.
I
don't
looked
know.
and the dates are around 300,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe this Saint Valentine was in the preceding century.
Yeah.
And was martyred, so presumably
Yeah.
executed. But before he went to jail, and he fell in love with the jailer's daughter. It said. I mean, it does sound like
Sounds like it
sounds like that was the only woman who was there.
Sounds like a good porno. Carry on.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
she was-
where's all that gone from porn these days? By the way,
historical porn.
No, but just a little bit of the jailer's daughter, the farmer's daughter, that sort of
Oh,
thing.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? The lonely housewife or something. It
I
is
don't
all
know.
just like how many men can I fuck in 30 minutes?
Are you saying that there's like
I want a bit more finesse.
there's
I
a
want
lack
bit
of
more-
narrative in it?
Storyline.
You're saying there's not enough narrative? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think
Do you know
there's.
what I mean? It's all just challenges now.
Yeah.
Porn's turned into like, can we do it while
It's all gone a bit like Guinness Book
while
of World
driving
Records.
a bus or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that does sound quite narrative.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's the
Can
the
we have
bus,
it
it's
on-
the
can
bus
we have it-
driver's.
Can we
daughter.
have it off while cooking a Sunday roast or something? Like it's all like a sort of little challenge. I want to. Where's the pool boy? Where's the the game
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah. No. I am.
The frustrated, lonely teacher.
I think
That
what
sort
you're talking about
that sort of
backstory
thing.
in a way.
Yeah,
aren't you?
I need a bit of that.
They don't really bother to build.
I need some plot. I need some.
It should be like the first hour of The Deer Hunter,
Absolutely,
where it's just about
yeah.
like the sort of Russian American community, and
then
there's
they're
no
all-
sex yet.
Yeah, and they're all sort of playing Russian roulette, and they're saying, "Why are we doing this? Let's all just get off of each other."
Yeah, exactly. It would mean a lot more. And yeah. Okay, so
Sorry, Joe.
no, basically, this isn't even a good fact. Basically, he wrote. Well, she was apparently blind, and he cured her blindness or something.
Right.
And then he wrote her a letter, but he was like, "I'm gonna write you a letter." She was like, "I'm blind." He was like, "Oh, sorry, okay, cured."
Did he say sorry?
No, but basically, he had to write her a
I'll
letter.
write you a letter. I'm
So it
blind.
occurred to me that he.
Oh, no,
I suppose no. It occurred to me that basically maybe he needed to cure the blindness so he could write her the letter.
This was before the talk boy was invented,
Yeah.
so he couldn't just record
Well, I'm
her a
also
message.
thinking Braille as well. I mean, that's available, or was it?
Don't know.
Don't know. And he signed the letter, "Your Valentine,"
Right.
as in, your Joe.
So that was the
As-
first.
and that was the first Valentine,
first
and then afterwards,
Valentine.
like, "I'm your Valentine,"
Yeah.
as in like, what would you say? Like,
It was a love letter.
yeah. Who's I'm your Dr. Watson. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Sure.
like so
Yeah.
I'm playing the role that he played.
Dr. Watson.
As in you're Sherlock Holmes and I'm your
right.
Watson.
Who was the
Yeah.
other doctor? Where it was like, "Kiss me, you fool," or something. They were trying to find the Nile or something like that.
Oh, Kiss Me Hardy. No,
Yeah.
that's Nelson.
Was it?
Yeah, Nelson was when he was going to die, and he said, "Kiss me Hardy."
Yeah. I don't think he actually said it though, did he?
And also
I think
that's in the
it's-
Rishi ratio as well.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
Yeah, and they're saying that it's as though he's saying
No.
like "kiss my." I believe they say "kiss my hard on."
Right. Kiss me hardy.
Kiss me harder. Kiss me harder. That'd be a nice.
Oh no, that was
message.
it. Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Dr.
That's
Livingston, I presume.
that was
Yeah.
what I was getting confused
Yes.
with.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Which was a misconception. It wasn't actually said. Was it the bloke who was trying to find the where
Somebody-
the Nile started?
Yeah, I think like.
Which I think we still haven't been able to really pinpoint. I might
Well,
be
you're
wrong.
saying that this is a bit of a field trip for us.
No, but again, like it was. I assume Victorian, Edwardian, Victorian,
Probably
definitely
Victorian. Yeah.
They were mental.
Just
weren't
trying
they,
to find the source of the
Victorians?
Nile.
Yeah,
And yeah.
they really jumped the gun a lot of the Victorians because they were trying to do all this shit. But
They were
didn't-
already trying to find like the fourth dimension.
They didn't
and they
have
were like,
the-
we found it.
they
It was like,
didn't
no,
have the
that's just a
technology.
scone or something. Yeah.
Captain Scott and all that
Yeah.
lot. Just wait a couple of decades and we'll have warmer sleeping bags and
I
everything.
know. Well, we should do one about Scott because I think that's You know when the men are supposed to think about
You
the
were
Roman...
reading that book, weren't you, when we were doing the In-Betweeners?
Yeah,
was it one of the? Was it
I'm a bit obsessed with
the
Scott.
other diary? One of the blokes wrote a diary.
One of the blokes wrote a diary. I mean, I was reading Ranulph Fiennes' autobiography of Scott, which
He's fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it tries to because Scott was a bit of a laughing stock, and it was like, oh, he was an idiot, and he did
Hasn't
it all
he got
wrong.
like 2 fingers left or something? Ranulph Fiennes, and he's just like, yeah, fucking lost those, frostbite.
Yeah,
I loved that about him.
yeah,
He's just like, yeah, lost my fingers. What do you want?
yeah.
I'd be like, I can't live, can't go on anymore without my fingers. I need those. What if I want to play the piano or something?
Yeah.
But he's just like, yeah, fucking lost those. My wife's grandfather, towards the end of his life, got a bit diabetic, and they were a bit like, we might have to chop your leg off here. And as a joke, all her family like turned up with like just one slipper and things like that when I was in bed. That's a good attitude, isn't it?
It is. It's a very glass is half.
Yeah.
You know, the waist is half full.
Of sugar.
Yeah. So that's one fact.
Mm.
What's the other one?
I liked that.
Should we just go with that?
That was the first Valentine. Give us your little sexy little.
The Victorians used to send a thing called a vinegar Valentine, which was like an inverse Valentine, just someone that they thought was a swine or
a spite.
probably like maybe they sent one to Amundsen, who reached the pole before Scott.
Right.
And
where was he from? Was he Danish?
He was from Norway, and it was sort of felt that he treated it too much as a race,
right, and
not enough as a scientific expedition. But I think also the Brits were slightly bad losers, I think, and they invited him to a dinner in London, and then they had a toast, but not to him, to his dogs, because they were like, well, the dogs did all the work. That's why you won, because you took dogs.
Right.
And so he was like, well, yeah, I mean, quite a good idea.
Yeah, in the end.
Yeah, Scott and his men manhauled.
All dead, weren't they? They all died, didn't they?
Everyone who reached the pole died.
Right.
A load of other people who'd stayed back at one of the bases didn't die.
Yeah.
But I think they did feel quite guilty.
And it was just because of that diary that we knew sort of went on. And that was when, was it Scott that said, oh, I'm just popping out?
I think that was Oates.
Oh, it was Oates.
I'm just going outside.
I might be some time. Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Absolutely.
I mean, I tell you what.
I'm nothing. I'm nothing. When I hear stories like that, I go, I'm just a piece of shit.
Yeah. Kind of.
There wasn't
also
enough...
just like kind of just a little bit of
humour
sort of
in it as well.
Wildian.
Yeah.
Bit of humour.
I'm just nipping out for a bit.
Might be some time.
Don't wait up.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Best thing that's ever happened.
Knew he was dying.
Yeah.
Knew he was dying. Knew he was going to go out and just die.
Doesn't give a shit.
That's a man. That's a real man. Not these big, muscly beefcakes tanned in the Virgin gym that are just sort of working on their muscles.
Yeah.
Stick them in the Antarctic, see how they'd get on.
Yeah. Where's your protein shake now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I haven't had enough magnesium today. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, I mean, completely.
They were real men.
And it didn't make any difference because they all died anyway. But also, what was it? They kept their... This is terrible kind of bro podcasting now, but like they kept their diaries.
This is not bro podcasting.
No, right, okay, but this is
anything anti-podcasting.
But this is me at my worst.
You can't.
But
you can't accuse us of like toxic masculinity
now.
Okay,
but it is okay. But tragic. You can accuse me of tragic masculinity, and like, but they kept their diaries. They kept their diaries going till right at the end, and they were still recording the types of rock they'd found. And actually, the scientific research they did was genuinely helpful. And even though they were going to die, there was a bigger picture, and maybe they were religious, but you could also say that they wanted to bestow something to future generations, and they did, and we're still talking about them. Yeah. So that is a kind of.
I remember when you were reading that book.
In the end, to be fair,
I remember when you were reading that book.
Yeah.
My reaction was, do you reckon they wanked?
Did they wank?
Do you reckon they had a wank?
Is that what Oates was really doing?
And you
I'm just going outside, and maybe sometime, if you know what I mean.
And you went
just go for a wank.
And you
that does change it, doesn't it? It's still funny.
And
by the way, it's still in a way it's still cool.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking freezing me. He's like, I'm so backed up, mate. I've just got to.
It is
like it's not. Don't. When I come back, don't ask. All right. But there's going to be a weird sort of ice sculpture out there, in the sort of in the shape of
the sort of
splash.
When did they go? Was it George and No,
it was
not
not. I
Georgian.
think it was
Edwardian.
1912. No, that's Titanic. When was it? 19.
So
I
it was
think it was
after Victoria. Then she was. When did she go? 1901 or something.
1901. She died.
Yeah, but I said to you, do you reckon they wanked a lot? And you went, no, they were very stoic and repressed, and and you were saying it in a way where it was like, good on them.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. Well, also they would have got frostbite.
Of course.
So you'd have to have you'd have to really want a wank,
Yeah,
in order to get frostbite.
Yeah, but yeah,
Um,
I'll be some time, and everyone knew what he meant. And everyone was like, righto.
Good man,
Yeah,
as you were.
that's real men. That's like thinking outside of yourself.
Yeah,
I'll never come anywhere near to being a real. That's with
self-sacrifice.
in the age of this toxic masculinity. That's the in my head what masculinity is and what I fail to achieve is doing the right thing. Doing it
right. Yeah. No, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Even if you're going to die because of it, you still do the right thing, and you've got principles, and you know,
absolutely.
and it's the right thing because it will, as you say, help other people. It's thinking outside of myself,
exactly,
and people will benefit from this.
Exactly.
It's
also,
not how much how much protein you've managed to have that day.
No, it's not.
Do you want to end with a little love note to one another for Valentine's Day?
No.
Or just say something nice?
Nothing.
You've got nothing nice to say?
I don't want to you if you want.
Listen, but I don't have a love note for Joe, and it's just very simple. I do love Joe. Joe's one of my favourite people on the planet.
Well, I feel the same.
You're such a nice guy. You do the right thing. Do you remember me? I keep going back to us. Like I'm just remembering early conversations that we had. Yeah. And I said to you, and you might not remember this, but I said to you, do you know what, Joe? You remind me of like one of those guys that were that was an officer during the First World War.
Right.
And that maybe you hadn't become an officer because you were a good soldier, but because maybe you were a bit posh or something like that.
Yeah.
But you were an officer that would go, we're going over the top now. Follow me. I'm going first. This is what we're supposed to do. I'm not, I'm here with you. We're all in this together. And just because maybe I'm a bit posh or whatever doesn't mean that I'm not going to get mowed down by this Gatling gun.
Well, that's very high praise, and I don't know whether that would be true, because when it does occur to me what it'd be like to be in the army, I'm just like,
no, I think
that must be fucking horrible.
No, yeah, I know, but I think you would. I think when push comes to shove, I think you'd be like, right, we all know what's going to happen here. I'm with you. I'm going to be first, and you can follow me.
Well, it's for me. Listen, it's I will try to live up to that, not literally, obviously, but in some way. And likewise, James,
I do think you would go. I do think you would go. Rations are low. I'm on my way out anyway.
Yeah.
There's enough here for you lot to maybe eke out a day or two extra. I'm going out. I might be sometime. I do think that's the kind of person you are. I genuinely do.
Well,
there's my little love letter to Joe.
What an unbelievable love letter. And I mean, and James, I would say to you, like, I appreciate the fact that you look out for me. You check that I'm all right. I think you know me. You get me. You know that I worry.
Mm-hmm.
And you genuinely try and make me worry less.
Yeah.
And that is a very sort of soothing thing that somebody can do for me.
I don't want you worrying. I don't want you worrying. Especially with like about podcasts and stuff like that. It'll be all right. We'll be okay. We turned up last week. We didn't have any fucking facts or anything. We managed to do what I consider the best episode we've ever done.
Yeah. Even though you called it the worst.
Well, at the time it felt like the worst, but I re-listened to it.
Yeah.
These last three that we've done.
Yeah, these are dog shit.
These guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope that you had a nice time. Maybe you learned something along the way. We'll be back next week with armed with more facts, chats, and love pacts. And don't forget that you can get in touch with us if you'd like us to fact check something that feels true to you, or whatever crazy stuff. If you've shit yourself or something like that, like we love all that.
Yeah, just apropos of nothing as well. That story, not connected.
No, it wasn't. Just certainly didn't have anything to do with Valentine's.
God, no, that was our Valentine's pod. What do you say? I shat out. shat out the fattest poo.
Yeah, it was like the biggest log that he'd ever done or something. Don't forget that you can get in touch
How
with
could he
us.
not know that was coming as well? Anyway.
Our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp is 07822 034 330. And our social media handle is @joeandjamespod. Head to the podcast description if you've already forgotten those details. Thanks for listening, guys. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye!
Joe and James, fact up!